What's going on, guys? This here's Sick Comics, and I'm announcing my video series that is coming up very soon. It is going to probably be titled something close to Pencil and Paper RPGs for the regular person. Um, well, what's this whole series going to be doing? For the first time since around the 1970s, 1980s era, pencil and paper RPGs are again gaining momentum, and I'm so happy about this. But I also want to keep it going because as was already shown, it is so easy for this style of gameplay to just disappear for huge amounts of time. So I want to put out these videos because also to get more people into the player base for MMORPG or for not MMO for pencil and paper RPGs. Just because whenever somebody hears pencil and paper RPGs, Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinders, um, they all think the same thing. They think these nerds sitting in their mother's basement wearing wizards hats, sipping Mountain Dew, yelling at their mother that this is serious business. And that's not what it is anymore. Some of the last couple campaigns that I've ran have not really been nerdy people. They've just, well, some of them you really couldn't call regular, but it's just regular folks who are now finally getting into this. I mean, there are groups in New York City who are getting together and renting out entire hotel convention lobbies and filling it to fire code full of people. So it is gaining, and it is a very fun style of gameplay. People always want to play video. To my next point, people always want to play video games, because they think RPGs and oh hey, we got Fallout, we got Skyrim, we got all these MMORPGs, Dragon S, World of Warcraft. We got all these. Why in the world would we want to sit around a table and do all that ourselves? And the real reasons that I'll get into when I do my first video that is coming up soon. The best thing to think about is, um, video games have their limit. There's only so far you can take it. Like dialogue, I'll get into this more. It's just like your dialogue is just limited. You have to talk the way the game wants you to. Um, you can only customize so many things, and your actions. Do you want to swing your sword or roll it to the right, or use a spell and you're done? That's it. That's all you can do. And it's just a pencil and paper RPG just opens it up so much more than that. It just puts a much higher bar to a limit that video games just can't get to. They just can't, they just can't raise the bar that high for their limitations. So hopefully these video series will be out. They're going to be basically for people who want to who are either thinking about getting into a campaign or whenever you try and start a campaign, I've done this many times. There are people who are just so skeptical about it, and it's like it just sounds like it sucks. I can probably get testimonies. I know one guy who I'm going to ask him for his testimony because I know that he originally thought it was going to suck, and we had to basically drag him there, and he enjoyed it so much. As well as I'll have other people's testimonies who have volunteered it. But this video is going to be, if somebody has interest, to give them more interest, to give them a sense of direction on where to take it, because it is really complicated, and there is a learning curve that is, depending on the game, sometimes hard to attain. Also, it's going to be for people who think it's just nerds in a basement wearing the wizard's hat, sipping Mountain Dew, yelling at their mothers, to actually gain an interest in it and to realize that's not what it is anymore, and that it's just so much more than any video game can ever give you. So all that being said, my first videos should be coming out really soon. Until then, this has been Sick Comics, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!